We will be talking about reasons behind the increasing popularity of Surrey, British Columbia, as a destination for new residents. Now, over the past, actually, I'll say decade, Surrey has emerged as one of the fastest growing cities in Canada. Now, understanding why people are moving to Surrey, it's a very big aspect because if you're planning to move here, then you kind of know certain aspects. Things like the economical opportunities, housing affordability, quality of life, educational institutions, and, well, infrastructure development. So there's quite a bit here. Now, let's start with generalization of Surrey as a whole. Now, the economical opportunities. Now, job growth. So Surrey has experienced a significant job growth, particularly in sectors such as, well, technology, healthcare, education, and manufacturing. Companies are actually drawn to Surrey due to its significant location with Metro Vancouver, as great access to major transportation routes and lower operational costs compared to actually Vancouver, believe it or not. Now, the Surrey Board of Trade actively supports business development, and and I've had the great opportunity to meet with Surrey Board of Trade, and they are very active. They are on the ball. So it's Surrey Board of Trade. It's a fantastic organization that helps supports business development, attracts investment, creating a dynamic job market that appeals to professionals and skilled workers all alike. There's also another aspect here, which is the entrepreneurial environment. So the city of Surrey actually encourages entrepreneurship through various initiatives, including business summits and innovation hubs. Programs like I think it's Innovation Boulevard, which focuses on fostering health technology and advanced manufacturing startups. So this supportive environment makes Surrey a very attractive place for entrepreneurs and small business owners seeking opportunities to grow their venture. Now, if we're going to keep moving on here. Housing affordability, which is why you're probably here. A lower housing cost. Now, this is in compared to Vancouver. So Surrey offers more affordable housing options, which is a significant draw for families and individuals seeking to buy or rent homes without compromising so much on the quality of life. There's a very big, diverse housing option, which includes single family homes, townhomes, condos. It's really important to touch on the fact of condos. Surrey is actually developing a lot of multifamily projects all around Surrey. So it is a very great and affordable option for people to look into, and with all its development. We're actually going to jump into development next. So Surrey has witnessed a very big boom in real estate development. Numerous of residential projects that provide very modern amenities, and a suitable and substantial living option. So this development helps keep housing supply in line with the demand, actually further stabilizing prices. Now, quality of life is a very huge aspect when you're moving to anywhere. So the green space and recreation centers. So Surrey boasts a lot of extensive parks, green spaces, and residential facilities. Popular destinations being one is Bear Creek Park, which is more on the southern end, but that's also a very viable option. The Surrey Nature Center, for those nature lovers, offers residents ample opportunities for outdoor activities and relaxation. And we have Holland Park, which is a very famous and very desirable place. So the city's commitment to maintaining and expanding these green areas has enhanced the overall living experience for those nature lovers and those just outdoor enthusiasts. Now, community and culture diversity. Surrey, actually one of the most culturally diverse cities in Canada, has a rich culture of many festivals, community events, multicultural neighborhoods. These are very big factors when you're looking to move into any area. You want to make sure that there's different areas that have different multiculturalism, which will help in actually the resale. So that's a very big aspect that a lot of people actually very overestimate, or underestimate, I should say, that they don't look at and the fact of multiculturalism is a very big play. So this fosters a welcoming and an inclusive environment for newcomers from various backgrounds. Now, the event, such as Surrey Fusion Festival, celebrates diversity, and it promotes cross-cultural understanding and community cohesion. So very big factor there. Let's jump on the educational institutions, schools and universities to actually be more exact. Surrey is home to well-regarded public and private schools that provide quality education from kindergarten through all the way up to high school. The presence of institutions actually like SFU or Simon Fraser University, which is a Surrey campus, Kwantlen Polytechnic University, and soon to be coming here is UBC as well. So there are big and higher level education factors that play a very big and pivotal role when deciding to possibly move to Surrey. The emphasis on education makes Surrey a very desirable location for families that might be prioritizing where their children or their future academic success may be. Now, we did touch a little bit about technology and innovation, but research and innovation. So the city's educational institution, in collaboration with industries to drive research and innovation, particularly in the technology and healthcare sector, has greatly. This collaboration not only enhances the economic environment, but also contributes to local economical growth. So wherever you are at, you also want to see what their future plans are. Then moving on from future plans is actually the infrastructure development. Work to be a little bit more exact. So Surrey as a whole benefits from a very robust transportation infrastructure, including major highways like the Trans-Canada Highway, and the presence of multiple SkyTrain stations that connect to Vancouver and other parts of Metro Vancouver. Plans for extending the SkyTrain further into city are underway and promising even a better connectivity. One example of that is the new project coming in Fleetwood that's going to be connecting Langley to Surrey. So that's a huge improvement. So improved public transit option reduces commute times and enhances the attractiveness of Surrey as residential location, and actually for business owners as well. Now, the urban planning and development, this actually forward-thinking approach of urban planning initiatives focus on substantial development, smart growth, and a creation of vibrant, walkable communities. Projects such as the Surrey City Centre aim to develop in the downtown core a very robust and mixed use of developments, shopping, dining, and entertainment options. So these initiatives make Surrey not just a place to live, but a place where people can thrive and enjoy the balanced urban lifestyle, sometimes without having to go all the way to downtown or all the kind of Vancouver downtown and different areas. So they have a very strong planning process, which is trying to make Surrey a hub. Now, well, basically in conclusion of just Surrey as a whole, the influx of new residents of Surrey BC can be attributed to a combination of economic opportunities. Affordable housing's one, high quality of life, excellent educational institution, and like I said, a robust infrastructure development. Surrey's dynamic growth and commitment to creating a substantial and inclusive community make it an attractive destination for people from all walks of life. So as Surrey continues to evolve, it's poised to remain a leading choice for seeking a vibrant and a prosperous place to call home. So certainly, Surrey is a large and diverse city, divided into several neighborhoods in its own, offering characteristics and its own amenities. So we're going to jump in to sub areas. So in no particular order, we're just going to start with Whalley, actually known as Whalley City Centre. Whalley Centre is actually a very popular area, and it's actually grown a lot more popular throughout the most recent years. So, like I just said, it's known as Surrey City Centre. It's one of the most dynamic and rapidly evolving neighborhoods in Surrey. It's gained popularity amongst residents for various of reasons, some actually being the economical opportunities, housing options, amenities, transportation connectivity, and its ongoing urban development. There's basically a lot going on. So let's jump into the economical opportunities, more exact to being the employment hub. Whalley has become a major employment hub within Surrey, hosting numerous of business corporate offices and public sector employers. The presence of large employers like Fraser Health and the City of Surrey's administrative offices provide a lot of ample job opportunities. The concentration of retail, hospitality, and service sector jobs in the area attracts a very big, diverse workforce. Moving on to educational institutions. So the Simon Fraser University, or SFU, campus is located in Whalley as well. So it offers undergraduates and graduate programs that draw students from across the region. The campus contributes to a vibrant, youthful atmosphere and fosters innovation and research partnerships with local businesses. So just like the SFU campus in Burnaby, the SFU campus in Surrey is well diverse in its local community as well. Now, let's get to housing, which is why we're kind of here. Housing, there's a lot of different styles and buildings and all that kind of stuff. We talked about that before, that you have your townhomes, you have your high rise, actually. It's a big part for Surrey and Wally area. A lot of high rises coming up. Right, so that goes into the apartment sector. There's also single-family homes and townhouses. So this caters to a very big different demographic groups, including students, young professionals, families, and seniors. Recent real estate developments have also added a very modern style especially the amenities. Moreover, the affordable housing options make it accessible for first-time homebuyers and renters. Now, I know some people might say affordability, but using that as compared to Vancouver. So just keep remembering that part. And as I'm saying that, we're jumping into the affordability living sector. Now, the affordability compared to central Vancouver, Wally provides more affordable living options while still offering urban conveniences. This affordability is a significant draw for individuals and families looking to maximize their quality of life without so much the high cost compared to Vancouver. And one of the main draws is actually because of SFU that we just talked about. SFU being there, some people don't want to drive too far to go all the way to Burnaby by going to SFU. And UBC coming in, actually, it's another big aspect. So that is what's drawing a lot of possible students and younger professionals to start looking in that direction. Let's talk about the amenity section for a second. Amenities and services, so shopping and dining. So now Wally is home to the Central City Shopping Center. So I don't know if many have gone there, but it's actually a very, very place and offers a wide range of retail stores, restaurants, and services. The mall includes, I think, like T&T Supermarket. Many places there that the actual mall includes. It's a mall. So many places there. You got the Walmart, you got this, so many things that are there. You got a lot of restaurants. It caters to a very diverse population. So it's not just the generics that you have of local restaurants. You have a lot of ethnic diversity there as well, which caters to the population. A lot of local eateries, cafes, international cuisine, like I was just mentioning, contribute to that aspect as well. Jumping into like the wellness sector, it's home to the Surrey Memorial Hospital, located in Wally as well. One of the largest healthcare facilities in the region, providing medical services to residents. We all know what hospitals are, right? That's what they do. Great fan has also now looked at the expansion and the cutoff time. Well, not cutoff times, but the times, trying to make it faster, more efficient. Very, very, very well respected hospital. The availability of high quality healthcare is a crucial factor for a lot of families and individuals. So if there might be families that might need healthcare close by at all times, this might be an option. Going to cultural and recreational facilities, the City Surrey Library and the Surrey Arts Centre are one of the two key cultural landmarks, offering educational programs, community events, and cultural exhibitions. Recreational facilities like the North Surrey Recreation Centre there and Chuck Bailey's Recreation Centre there provides residents with sports, fitness, and leisure activities. And I still believe the BC Lions are still around that area there too. Gotta double check that, but I'm pretty sure that that's where their practice facility is. Right, so very big viable option. Now, transportation and connectivity. Public transit. We all know what public transit is. But Wally has 5 train stations, not just one, including Surrey Centre, Gateway, and King George stations. These stations connect residents to downtown Vancouver. So if you're planning to move there to Wally, but you may work downtown somewhere, that might be a viable option because it's right there. So they have extensive bus routes as well, which complement the SkyTrain network. So it also enhances the connectivity and that aspect. Now you got the road network. So, well, just like transportation, this area is well served with major roadways like King George and King George Boulevard. I should get more detailed, and Fraser Highway, facilitating easy access to other parts of Surrey and beyond. The proximity to Highway 1 also makes it a great commute, especially if you have to go to Burnaby or maybe you want to go check out Playland one time. It makes it really easy. Even going to Whistler, you got the number 1 there. You hit that up, makes it much more convenient. Now, let's talk about the development aspect of it. Right, so Wally has been focused on significant urban efforts, transforming it into a very vibrant and modern city. Projects like Surrey City Centre development and various high-rise residential and commercial developments have reshaped the skyline and improved their urban landscape. That's a very big aspect because Wally hasn't always had that great reputation of a future hub. It started coming into fruition, and it's now going to be seen, which is why a lot of places like SFU and UBC are coming in there, because the change is happening, the growth is happening. And, talking about future growth is a huge aspect. The city has planned developments such as the expansion of the SFU campus, construction of new commercial and residential buildings, and improved public spaces. So all those indicate that Wally will continue to grow and evolve, offering more opportunities and amenities to residents. Now, you have more people coming, so more people, does it always mean it's safer? Well, Wally boosts an active community organization and initiatives that foster a sense of belonging and community engagement. Events like the Surrey Fusion Festival, I believe that's at the, which you talked about a little while ago, and the annual tree lighting festival at the Surrey Civic Plaza brings residents together and celebrates cultural diversity. So safety is also a big aspect when you're deciding to move somewhere. So the City of Surrey and local law enforcement agencies have implemented various programs to ensure and enhance public safety, including increased police presence and policing initiatives and urban design strategies to reduce crime. Crime happens everywhere. You can't stop it, but you can help put things into perspective to help reduce it. So in conclusion about Wally, Wally's a popular Wally's actual popularity as a residential area in Surrey BC is driven by its economy opportunities, diverse and affordable housing options, excellent amenities and services, efficient transportation connectivity, and ongoing urban development. Moreover, active community engagement also play a huge role. So as Wally continues to grow and develop, it remains an attractive choice for people seeking a vibrant and convenient, affordable place to live within the Greater Vancouver area. Like we always say, like this information, join the channel. We'll have live sessions. I believe this is now our second one, so we're going to have more and more coming out. Now, going on from Wally, we have Guildford. Now, Guildford is located not far from Wally, but the northeastern part of Surrey BC. This is also a very vibrant, diverse community, and it also has become very increasing popular amongst residents. So usually when you have one area like Wally increasing, it's pretty common to see the neighboring one also increasing its presence. So this area offers a unique blend of amenities, housing options, and community features as well for people to live. So in this obviously live show that we're doing right now, we're going to explore a few key factors, exploring Guildford's popularity, including its shopping and entertainment options, the housing affordability, education, everything we talked about before. So you're going to see a little pattern here. Now, let's talk about the shopping and entertainment. Guildford Town Centre, one of the largest shopping malls in BC, believe it or not, has over 200 stores, restaurants, and services. Serves as a very big, major retail hub, attracting shoppers from all over. When you got a lot of stores, you got a lot of people coming there, and they won't build them unless you got the traffic flow. So it offers a wide range of stores, including major department stores, fashion boutiques, and specialty shops. A lot of great restaurants as well. So these things also provide residents with convenience and access to all the shopping needs. Now, I just said restaurants. So now Guildford as a whole, not just the mall, offers a very diverse array of dining options, from local eateries, international cuisine, and so a lot of very various tastes and preferences. So if you're a foodie, yeah, these might be factors here. Now, the entertainment option in the area include, you got your movie theaters. I believe there's still a bowling alley there. I got to double check that though. But the movie theaters are there. There are other recreational facilities around. So there are, if you're something like to get out and have entertainment options, it's right there as well. Getting onto the housing aspect. Once again, just like everything else on this list I'm going to talk about today, you have your homes, townhomes, condos, which contributes to a lot of young professionals and families, also seniors as well, to help find suitable housing options. Now, there's also new developments coming in as well. So they offer well-maintained older homes as well, and provides options for various budgets and preferences. So that's also a big factor to look into as we're jumping into affordable living. Now, obviously, like I said, compared to Vancouver and other parts of Metro Vancouver, Guildford offers a little bit more affordable options, which kind of makes it an attractive destination for first-time buyers and just people looking to make a change with renting options. A lot of renting there because, just like before, how we talked about Wally, how high rises and stuff. 1 second, sorry. Has a lot of options that way, which is just fantastic. Sorry, I had to take a little pause there because Ricky was going over my shoulder here trying to get the mouse. If you want the mouse, just have the mouse. But anyway, let's get into the educational institutions, schools. So not too far away, it has a lot of well-regarded public schools, private schools, much like you'll see in different areas. Everything, obviously, from the kindergarten and high schools. Schools like Johnson Heights, Guildford Park, quite known for their academic program and extracurricular activities. So the availability of good schools make Guildford a desirable location for families. Now, when you're looking for schools, there are ranking systems. So maybe before you move into an area, if schools, elementary schools or high schools is a very, very big aspect, I want to look at those ranking systems. Now, ranking systems are just ranking systems. They're made by individuals. So, take that with a grain of salt sometimes. But there are professional ranking systems that do that. So take a look at them. Let's talk about the libraries and learning resources. You got the Guildford Public Library. It's actually a facility that offers a very big and wide range of resources, programs, and services for all residents, all ages. It was a community hub for learning and engagement. Now, much like Wally, the public transit, since it's not so far off, very, very similar to that aspect. It's very close to SkyTrains, close to Highway 1. So much like how we just talked about Wally, very, very, very similar as well. So that also makes it a very strong reason if you're planning to move, work in Vancouver and you don't have a car. A lot of SkyTrains are around. Same thing with bus routes. So there is a very enhanced transit system there, much like the road networks. And Highway 1's there. You got 152, which runs through Guildford, providing easy access to other neighboring communities and downtown. So that's a very big significant advantage for commuters to actually commute and travel to. Now, recreational opportunities, park green spaces, to be a little bit more exact. So with Guildford, you have numerous parks, green spaces, which gives you a great chance to enjoy the outdoor spaces. So some of the popular parks actually include Guildford Heights Parks. I forgot the name of that. I think there's Tynehead Regional Park, which is kind of, a Fleetwood, but depends on, which way half full, half empty, how to look at it. But some people would say that's Fleetwood. Some people would say that's Guildford. You're very close by. But they have great walking trails, picnic areas, and natural habitats. So parks like this and recreational activities, community events, it also enhance the quality of life. So that's one of the aspects. Now, speaking of sports, you get the Guildford Rec Center, state-of-the-art facility, including an indoor pool, fitness center, gym, and various sports courses. Don't know if anyone's had the chance to check it out. I would definitely check it out. I think they have a wave pool there. The rec center is actually a fantastic facility. So I would definitely check it out. You're moving to the area, you want to know about the safety. So it has a strong sense of community as well, with numerous events, activities that bring together. So community centers and local organizations play a very active role in fostering a sense of belonging and engagement. Events like the Guildford Community Parade and various other cultural festivities that celebrate the area's diversity and community spirit. One thing that you'll know is that the word cultural festivities and diversity, like I said, Surrey has a very big factor in diversity and community spirit. So you're probably going to hear me saying that time and time again. We talked about safety. So you have the local law enforcement agencies implement various measures to ensure the safety and security of the Guildford residents. So when looking for safety factors, if safety is a huge thing, you can always try to find stats on crime rates and all those things, regardless of any little sub-area you're looking at. So in conclusion, Guildford is still a very popular area for residents. The extends shopping and entertainment options with affordable and diverse housing, the educational institutions that are close by, transportation, and a strong engagement make it a huge factor. So all these factors actually combine to make it a very vibrant, convenient, and welcoming community that attracts people from all sorts of life. Next of a sub-area, well, let's talk about Newton, right? And why is Newton popular? So it's actually one of the largest and diverse neighborhoods in Surrey, British Columbia, believe it or not. It has actually grown in popularity due to its cultural diversity, affordable housing options compared to Vancouver, employment opportunities, education. You're starting to see a trend of the words using cultural diversity, affordable housing compared to Vancouver, employment options. Most of these places are going to have the same. So we're going to explore some factors as to why Newton, multicultural. We said that time and time again. It has a very rich cultural diversity. A large immigrant population from South Asia, let's talk about, is the Philippines and other parts of the world. Philippines, just to name one, right? Also from India, Asia, for example. The multicultural environment creates a very vibrant community where residents can celebrate various cultural traditions and festivities. And you'll probably see that when other cultures have events going on in their homes and areas. You'll see things happen. Events like, you had the parade, one of actually the largest outside India is here in Newton area. So it helps showcase Newton's rich culture of richness and attracts visitors from all sorts of, across the region. Huge factor. Now, I know we touched a little bit on this, but cultural amenities, places of worship, cultural centers, community organizations that provide support and services for residents. So these amenities foster a sense of belonging and community, and within your community and other communities to help you feel that you are home, because that's the place you should be, your home. Talking about home, let's talk about the affordability factor. So now Newton offers a wide range. Once again, housing, townhouses, apartments, you're going to have that all over the place, right? But the great thing also, which most like other topics, different budget ranges. And that's a very key factor to understand different budget ranges, right? We talked about neighborhoods. Newton itself encompasses distinct neighborhoods, each kind of with its own characteristics and amenities. You got East Newton, that offer different community vibes, catering to various different preference needs. Now, going on business and in commerce, for example. So now Newton has a commercial hub. A lot of numerous businesses there, retail shops, service providers. Maybe not as big as the Guildford Center that has those big malls, but you do have Newton Town Center, wide range of employment opportunities in the retail sector, the hospitality sector, and professional services. You do also have a presence of industrial parks and business districts in and around Newton that also help continue to grow the job availability sector, particularly in manufacturing, logistics, and tech. Newton in itself is several public sector employers, including schools, healthcare, and government offices. So these institutions provide stable employment options for residents. Well, just make sure that you're doing good at your job, so you stay there, right? If you're not doing good, it doesn't mean you're going to get another job right away. So it also depends on you. Now, touching on education, well, let's talk about the quality of school. So you have public, you got private, that offer quality for education from kindergarten all the way to high school. Now, you got the Tamanawa School, you got the PM called Princess Margaret, you also got the Coastal School there. A lot of big options are there as well. So, which kind of makes that if you're not sure and you want that aspect, you have options, which is always a great thing to do when you're in real estate. You want options. Options are great. Well, so now you have Quallen. That's Quallen Polytech University, and the Newton campus of Surrey it's the Newton campus of Surrey College. So an institution like this provides higher education. We talked about SFU and UBC and the Wally in that area, but you have this here in the Newton area as well. Now, one thing to note is, and people have talked about, is the transit system in Newton. Well, it's a very busy area sometimes, and although the SkyTrain is not there as of yet, there are plans, from my understanding, to expand the SkyTrain to there. So, but you do have the Newton Transit Hub there, which allows for the transit to happen. But if you're one of those that are looking for public transit and that is the main source and that's what you need, your roadways at King George and 72nd, Highway 10, all kind of run through Newton. Right? So it does help provide access. But like anything, there's traffic time. So you plan your route. If you're going to be traveling down King George or 72nd, people get off work, a lot of population growth there, you're going to get busy. Doesn't matter where you go, you're going to get busy, right? So that's a big factor to look into. Oh, what's there for fun? Rec spaces, green spaces, all that kind of stuff. Well, Newton does have an abundance of parks and green space. You have plenty of opportunity for outdoor recreation, right? Some of the parks include New Athletic Park, Unwind Park, Hazelnut is one. You got great sports fields, playing grounds, and walking trails. You got picnic areas, much like other places. So these park host community events. So the great thing as well is the community events. If you're one that want to see community events, you want to see things happening in and around the community, well, this is one of the spots too. A lot of sports leagues, rec programs. So all these things enhance the quality of life for the residents. Now, I know we just talked about rec and the Newton Rec Center, but let's do a little bit deeper dive into that. The Newton Rec Center is actually one of the key facilities, and it's almost like a hub for Newton. There's a great indoor pool, which is almost like historic there. Gym, fitness center, sports courts. So a lot of activities for young and old alike. So when you're moving to areas like this, I should say, it's also good to know what the community and the rec centers are around it, right? You also have the senior center. If you have family that are in senior centers but you don't want to move too far and you're looking for those kind of options, well, Newton has that. Now, for community engagement aspect, well, it has a strong sense of community, like we talked about before, which encourages residents to get involved. Community centers, local events, neighborhood associations play a very active role in fostering community spirit and engagement. Programs like the Newton Community Festival, Newton Cultural Celebrations, helps bring the neighborhood and residents all together. Now, the safety, like every area has, but it's about what they're implementing and how they're trying to make it grow in public sector. They're very, very big on that. Law enforcement implemented various measures to enhance public safety in Newton. Community policing initiatives, neighborhood watch programs, and investment in Surrey infrastructure contribute to a secure living environment. Now, in conclusion here, excuse me. In conclusion here, as a residential area has grown, it can be contributed to its cultural diversity, affordability, various housing options, employment opportunities, quality education institutions, and transportation connectivity. So these factors help a vibrant community, convenience, and welcoming style that a lot of people from all walks of life. So Newton continues to develop and grow and remain a high desirable place to live within this area. Now, let's jump into Fleetwood, which happens to be where my office is located. Fleetwood in Surrey, BC, very popular. Rapidly growing neighborhood in Surrey, in Surrey, BC, I should say, known for its very family-friendly atmosphere, diverse housing options, just like I said before, for all the other areas, excellent school, recs facilities, strong community spirit. Fleetwood actually has become a very sought-after place to live. So what we're going to be exploring are the same things again: housing market, educational factors of why Fleetwood, why should I move to Fleetwood? So let's jump into it. Once again, diverse housing options, right? So we don't need to go too deep into what type of homes. Same as every other community we're going to talk about. But it also has a mix of older, well-established homes, new developments. Actually, down Fraser Highway is a lot of new developments coming up as well. So if you're looking for that brand new place, it's there. If you're looking for an older place, it's there too, right? That's a very big aspect. So it's also known for its suburban feel. Well tree-lined lit streets, spacious yards, quiet residential areas as well. So this appeals to all aspects. If you're looking for more of that peaceful area, you got that. If you want more of a little bit more higher traffic area, you got the condos and townhouses as well. Right, so the area's residential character combined with convenient access to a lot of urban amenities makes it best of both worlds for many residents. Jumping a little bit to the educational factor here, you got public and private schools. Also, from kindergarten all the way to high school. You got Fleetwood Park, Johnson Heights Secondary, Walnut Grove, that just to name a few. But private, you got Holy Cross, a very big institution as well. It's very diverse in those factors. It makes it one of an excellent source for schools, making it a very attractive location for families with children, ensuring that they get good education within the community. Now, learning centers, you got the Fleetwood branch of the Surrey Public Library, which provides a wealth, well, like any library should, a wealth of resources. They got books, digital media. I don't know what a library has. That's what a library has here, and it's very, very close. So they have their own Surrey branch here, which is great for all residents. Shopping and dining, a very big factor that has actually helped Fleetwood grow. Grocery stores, local businesses, even sports include Fleetwood Park Village and the Fleetwood Community Center. So, the neighborhood offers a diverse array of family-owned restaurants to popular chain restaurants, providing a lot of rich culinary experiences for all residents. Healthcare. You have doctor's offices, you have dental offices here, you have pharmacies here. It's not too far from Surrey Memorial Hospital. And most of these places that we're talking about today, the drive to Surrey Memorial Hospital, which was in Whalley and not too far away, with transportation routes, make it very accessible, right? And talking about transit, it's very well connected. You have routes all around. And depending on where you want to go, Langley, you have a highway, which have bus routes there. And most notably is the extension of the SkyTrain line coming to Fleetwood. So you got the Langley connecting all the way to Fleetwood and further on, which was a big drawback before because people who lived in the Fleetwood area, oftentimes who would say, well, I have to go to work all the way to downtown and I have no way to get there. I have to take a bus, takes a long time. That's coming, which is a big factor. So if that's a huge factor for you, well, it's coming in Fleetwood. Major roadways, you got Fraser Highway, all running throughout. And actually, it's just by going down Fraser Highway or 152, you can connect onto Highway 1 as well. So the road infrastructure is very, very easy. And it supports the factors if you're need to go to Langley, need to go to Abbotsford, need to go to Vancouver. It's there. It has a very strong network for that factor as well. park-wise, let's talk about parks and outdoor spaces. What do I got to do when I want to go outside? A lot of parks as well. Like I said before, Surrey has a lot of parks in different sub-areas. Some of the popular parks include Fleetwood Park. It features walking trails, sports fields, water parks. I know my kids like going on water parks, so they have water parks here as well. Picnic areas. They actually have a Fleetwood Urban Forest, which I've yet to actually visit myself. So I plan to, but I haven't seen it. So that offers a lot of beauty and tranquility as well. You got local community events happening all the time. So there's a really rich sense of quality of life in Fleetwood that I would really take a look at if that's one of the factors here. Now, rec centers. Well, Fleetwood has a great rec center here. They have the gym, they have the multi-purpose rooms. If you're looking for a community center that almost has it all, yeah, Fleetwood does have it. You also got the Fleetwood Garden. I'm not a flower person myself too much, but I heard it's very beautiful. I've seen write-ups about how it has a beautiful floral display and serene environment. I haven't seen it, but I've heard a lot about it. I can tell you about the rec center. Great, fantastic facility. Now, much like a lot of other places, the community engagement, strong sense of community, new organizations and initiatives that encourage residents' involvement. So Fleetwood Community Association and other local groups play a very active role in fostering community spirit and engagement. So if you're one of those that want the diverse community and community involvement, yeah, Fleetwood does have that. Events like Fleetwood Festival, Fleetwood Day some call it, offer various cultural celebration as well. Brings communities together, have a very great, I think it's coming up in September. I got to double check, but I will be there as well in my office to help celebrate it because our office is located in Fleetwood. So now let's talk about safety for a moment here. Now, Fleetwood is considered one of the more safer neighborhoods in Surrey. The City of Surrey and local law enforcement agencies have implemented also various measures to also enhance the public safety factor, including community police initiatives and neighborhood watch programs, much like other areas as well. Has well-maintained public spaces and active community participation, contributing to a very secure and welcoming environment for residents. Now, in conclusion, Fleetwood's popularity as a residential area in Surrey BC can be attributed to its very diverse and affordable housing options, making it an actual educational institutions, abundant amenities and services, efficient future transportation routes coming. I think it said also extensive rec facilities and strong community engagement. So these all factors combined with the vibrant convenience of family-friendly neighborhoods helps attract the loners and residents to live here. Fleetwood continues to grow and develop, so it remains a very high and desirable place to live. Now, not too far from Fleetwood is a place called Cloverdale, one of Surrey's oldest and most historical neighborhoods, grown in popularity due to its unique blend of small townhome charm and rich heritage, family-friendly atmospheres, and modern amenities. So once again, we're going to look at some of these factors, but I want to talk about the historical significance. So it has a lot of big historical roots. Many heritage buildings and landmarks that reflect its earlier settler history. The area has preserved much of its small town charm while encompassing a lot of modern development. Key historical sites include, I believe, the Surrey Museum, now the Museum of Surrey, just to say the words, the Cloverdale Library, and Clovis Cinema, I believe it is, which contributes to a sense of community and continuity identity. Community pride. Anywhere you live, you want to make sure that the area you live, you're proud to live there. So Cloverdale, or the residents of Cloverdale, I should say, have taken pride in the neighborhood's history, actively participating in the preservation and community initiatives that help celebrate the area's heritage. This strong sense of community pride helps enhance the overall living experience. People that live in the area are proud of the area, will love to show it off, and are protective of the area. Housing. Once again, condos, townhouses, you got all that. But you got heritage homes as well. Home boosts charming to new as well. So this also allows residents to choose from very, very different styles and price ranges to their needs. A lot of new neighborhoods and new subdivisions, much like other areas, it's coming to Cloverdale as well. So young families, professionals, retirees, it's an option to look at. Now let's talk about the affordability factor. Once again, compared to Vancouver, yeah, very much more affordable. It's attractive for a prime home buyer aspect and those looking to upgrade without kind of breaking the bank too much, right? So those are really big factors when you're looking at affordability. Annual event. We talked about the historical route and the pride of Cloverdale. Well, it was famous for its vibrant community events that draws visitors from across the region. And that being said, the Cloverdale Rodeo and County Fair, one of the largest of its kind in North America, is a major attraction that celebrates the area's agricultural heritage, provides family fun entertainment. I've been there a few times. It's a lot of fun. Other popular events, you got the Cloverdale Blueberry Festival, Cloverdale, and the Cloverdale Market Days. Brings a lot of residents together, and that's a huge thing. Farmer markets, local fairs. You got the Cloverdale Flea Market, various farmer markets. So it offers a very, very fresh perspective and aspect to different type of events that happen. These things offer local produce, homemade goods, supporting local businesses, all these factors. Remember, it's Cloverdale pride. In that sense, is there. Some people might be asking about, schooling wise. Well, much like a lot of other areas, the schools are schools, and it has your elementary, it has your public, has your private. Sectors there. You got the traditional school, you got Surrey Centre Elementary. So the schools are there as well. So there's no lack thereof. With post-secondary, Cloverdale now itself have a American institution. It's within a reasonable. It's within a reasonable to call in, and all the things are not too far away. Like I said, that's gonna draw me on to the transportation area. Now, sorry, the throat gets dry by talking too much because Ricky's making me talk a lot today. Now. The public transit area, Cloverdale, well connected, which is why if public, post-secondary school is a major thing for you, well, the great thing is that Cloverdale has a very big public transit and great initiative program there that helps move things along. And it has a planned expansion of transit services, which will help with actually getting around town. So if you're solely relying on personal vehicles but you want the ability to get around the public sector, more and more is always being developed. So don't worry so much. The roadways you got the Highway 10, you got the Highway 10 highway, you got 15, which is 176. It runs through Cloverdale area. Which helps accessing neighborhoods and communities to all destinations. So much like other areas, it's there, right? You can always go online, check a look at transit routes are, where the bus routes are, where the public routes are, where the roadways are, and you can actually make your own decision that way. But one of the great factors is that's very, very quick access to the U.S. border. Right, so those who are going to the States all the time, you can go all the time. Well, Cloverdale's there, it has that factor. We talked about the park and outdoor spaces like the Cloverdale Rodeo, but to get more notable, it's Cloverdale Athletic Park, Bose Foster Park. A lot of sports fields, playgrounds, walking trails, and believe it or not, I believe there's a curling center there, which we're going to talk about the sports and recreation center. I know I have that actually play curling. I've never played it. I've been there. The facility is great. It has a rec center that has the swimming pools and all that stuff. Ice sports, but ice sports being the curling aspect. So I'm there. I've never been curling. I heard it's a lot of fun. I might go one time, but I've never been there. I haven't tried it. Supposedly it's fun. We'll see if I ever get around to it. Community engagement. We talked about community. We talked about Cloverdale pride. So obviously it's kind of a no-brainer here. A strong sense of community engagement. A lot of organizations and initiatives that encourage residents to actually get involved. The Cloverdale District Chambers of Commerce, local neighborhood associations, and various service clubs play a very active role in fostering community spirit and engagement. Community events like community cleanup, block parties, and volunteer bring residents together, creating a very vibrant community and atmosphere. Safety, like many other places. It's funny I'm talking about safety while I hear a police car going back in the background. I can't do anything about that. Police go by here and there. It's every area. But it's quite funny when I'm talking about safety initiatives and now things going on. However, you got the City of Surrey local law enforcement agencies. They put in measures, much like other areas as well. The police are actively looking into areas, whatever area it is, to further enhance security and fostering a safe sense of well-being for all residents. So in conclusion, by Cloverdale. So its rich historical significance, diverse and affordable housing options, vibrant community events, quality education, transportation routes, numerous rec facilities help combine to create a unique and welcoming community. So anyone's looking for those kind of aspects, Cloverdale might be a very viable option. Wow, almost an hour. I'm just only half through. Fraser Heights. Another very, very, very highly popular area. A lot of upscale homes, excellent schools, Once again, peaceful environment, much like other places do. We're going to look at the same kind of factors. The housing options. You got the upscale homes. It's quite renowned for that, actually. Single family homes, which are custom built and situated on larger lots sometimes. But it's also now offering, I don't know if any of you had a chance to drive by Fraser Heights, a lot of townhouses and condominiums, much like many parts of the city, are coming in as well. But Fraser Heights also has, like I said, those spacious lots, those really renowned upscale homes. So looking for that style, Fraser Heights might be an ideal place to be as well. Great family-friendly environment as well. Once again, just like Fleetwood, tree-lined streets, low crime rates, good sense of safety and security if you're looking for that kind of suburban kind of lifestyle. Um, Now, for education, Fraser Heights actually home to Missouri's top-rated public schools, including Fraser Heights Secondary and Pacific Academy, a private kindergarten to grade 12 school, and it's quite known for its academic excellence and comprehensive programs. So the availability of high-quality education within the community sometimes make Fraser Heights a very highly preferred location when it comes to schooling. It has your elementary schools, it has your high schools, so it supports both sectors with the private factor of the Pacific Academy. Sorry, out there, Pacific Academy. What to do for amenity and services? Well, see, Fraser Heights maintains a very strong residential style of feel. So, I mean, it is close to, within Fraser Heights. Most notable would be a little bit of a drive, which is Guildford Town Center, which we talked about, which is one of the more largest mall in Surrey. So if you're looking at something that has malls and all that kind of stuff, Fraser Heights doesn't really have that. It has more of a residential feel, but you do have small plazas throughout. Healthcare facility as well, just like before, you have a drive to the hospital. Okay, so going back to Fraser Heights. Oh, by the way, for that comment, which you had to now make this happen. So anyways, we're going back to the health facilities. Not too far away. Healthcare is close by. It's driving, get there. It's not too far. But you do have medical clinics, dental offices all around. So going back to the public transit area, there's more plans to it, but you got to remember it's more of a residential style of area. So you don't really have the SkyTrain aspect there, but it's not too far from a number one highway. So if you plan to go to Vancouver all the time, it's a stone throw away. You can get there very easily. Now recs, outdoor spaces. So Fleetwood has out of parks, green spaces. Notably is Fleetwood Heights Parks. Features a lot of sports fields, playgrounds, walking trails. And like I said with Guildford before, Tynehead Regional Park. Some people say Fleetwood, some people say Guildford. So in this case here, some people are saying Fraser Heights. But it's all close by. So it actually contributes to its surroundings. Rec facility area. Fraser Heights has Fraser Heights Rec Center. Really been there quite a few times. It has a fitness center, gym, multi-purpose rooms. So it has a really robust style of when you go there. It's fun to go. Outdoor basketball court. It helps promote health and wellness in the community, which like a lot of other places should. Soccer fields and everything like that. It's there, right? Now community engagement. How's the community? Well, much like other places, a very strong sense of community, right? 1 second here. So it plays a very full and community spirit and engagement. Events like block parties, holiday celebrations, much like other places, same thing. They actually also do have community cleanup as well. So those kind of things help bring communities together. It helps create an environment and exclusivity. Hold on 1 second here. 1 second. So let's talk about its safety initiatives, right? The City of Surrey, local law enforcement agencies, much like a lot of other places, enhance the public safety sector in the Fraser Heights area. So much like every other place, you got the police initiatives, neighborhood watch programs that all help build a sense of secure living in the environment. Now, it's well-maintained public spaces and active community participation also further enhance this sense of safety and well-being for residents. So now, in conclusion, Fraser Heights popularity as a residential in Surrey BC can be attributed to its upscale housing and diverse housing options. Educational institutions, most notably the Pacific Heights Academy there, also serve as a big factor of why people might look at Fraser Heights. Now, some of these factors combined with once again, the vibrant, peaceful, family-friendly areas help up to a lot of residents looking in to do that. So now, I was looking at the time here. We are only halfway done, as we are going to make this a two-part series. right? So we looked at these areas here, and I'll have Ricky, because he didn't note down the time properly and figured we would get this all done in 1 hour. And I told him there's no way we're going to be able to do these all in 1 hour. Have me to do this live and read this long. We're going to make this a two-parter, right? Because I want to go home. So with that being said, I'd like to thank everybody for staying on. If you kind of like what you heard or watched, I encourage you to send us a message. We would love to hear back from you. You see down here it says BC Real Estate Podcast. I'm sure if you can find a way to go on these kind of systems, you can actually Google our information and find our information. With that being said, follow our channel. Everybody, Jeff Chatta from JC Homes, Century 21. We got Ricky in the background. We will talk to you soon. You guys have a great day, and we will talk shortly. Bye.